guys, it's Marcus Maloney here, the Equity King, coming to you from the great sunny and hot Southwest. I want to talk to you real quickly and briefly about the power of networking and let's say the power of your network. So just want to explain the real importance of networking, and I didn't grasp this, in my earlier years because I had a very closed demeanor, shy demeanor, and I was considered a watcher. I would just watch people and then slowly but surely warm up to them. But I had to break out of that mode, and actually my daughter was very, very influential in helping me break out of that mode. So that's kind of what I want to go over today, is the purpose of networking, the power of networking, especially as a real estate wholesaler. Real estate is a contact sport. You have to get out, you have to meet people, you have to create contacts. So let's start there. So what is the purpose of networking? And you may say, hey, this seems very, very elementary, but some key things I want to go over, and I want to help you understand towards the end, and some key psychology that I learned about networking. That way it can help you in the future, because you are only as powerful and you can only go as far as your network will allow you to go. So purpose of your network is to build relationships. And I underline relationships because networking is not just meeting someone one time and say, hey, let's exchange numbers, and you never give that person a call back, or that person never calls you. It's building a genuine relationship. It's being able to pick up the phone and call that person at some time when you're having an issue, or them calling you when they're having an issue, or them calling you just to say, hey, you know what, this is what happened to me today. I'm excited about it, so on and so forth. I just took down an 8-plex. It's my first time doing a multifamily. What do I need to be aware of? So it's really building that relationship. And this happens over time. It don't happen overnight. It's not something that happens instantaneously. And for a person like I was, you kind of feel uncomfortable because you say, hey, you know what am I calling this person for? He's not my friend, or, I didn't grow up with this person. But, building those relationships take time, and the best way to build those relationships is to utilize this premise, and it's the law of reciprocity. If you don't know what this is, you need to learn it very, very quick. The law of reciprocity is what you give, you will receive in return. So by stating that, I always tell people, especially just getting started as a real estate investor, as a wholesaler, or in any industry, if you're looking to break into that industry, you need to have a give first mentality. What can I give to someone? What can I help? What kind of value can I add to this person's life? Anytime you're having a conversation, especially if you're meeting someone new, you need to make sure you understand and go into the conversation and say, what kind of value can I add to this person? When we leave from this table, what can they say that I provided for them that really helped them? Very, very key. Very, very key. And I'll address this. Actually, just last week I was having a meeting with a wholesaler here in town, and we've done some deals together, and we haven't caught up as much as we usually do. And I just picked up the phone and I gave him a call and I said, hey buddy, I was thinking about you. Normally we sit down and have a cup of coffee, a cup of tea or something like that. Let's catch up, let's do it again. So we sat down, we met. As we were talking, he was saying, hey, I'm trying to get this list, and I can't seem to find any place where I can get this list. So I asked him, I said, what kind of list are you looking for? He said, it's very, very, it's a specialty list, and I said, well, explain the details to me. At the end of that conversation, I told him, hey, I can get that list for you and I can have it to you by the end of the day. And I held on to my promise, and I made sure that that person had that list by the end of the day. He did not come into the conversation think that he would leave with such a value. And as a return, he offered me something in return that's of value to me. And that's the law of reciprocity, and that's the law of having a give first mentality is if I can help someone else, eventually it will come back to me, 100-fold. So utilize the law of reciprocity in the power, while you're networking. So you must have an affinity for connecting and sharing with others. Just like I felt uncomfortable picking up that phone saying, hey, we haven't caught up, in a while. Let's just sit down and talk. Some people will be like, talk about what? I really don't know this guy like that. Da, 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 da. But you have to get through that step. You have to get through the stranger phase. Then you warm up to each other. Then you finally, can position the relationship. It's just like dating. You see the girl that you like or the guy that you like, and you say, hey, that person's kind of cute. Then you take some time. You think, okay, well, how do I approach him? Then you approach him with something simple and subtle. And then after a while, you take them to dinner or take them to lunch or something like that. And then you start having regular phone conversations. You start picking up the phone, and then all of a sudden it's like, even if you guys are not dating or whatever, it's, hey, what are you doing? I want to go and check out this movie. Haven't seen it, come tag along with me. And then that's how that relationship builds. So let's go over, got four small little things I want to go over about the power of networking and how when you're going into these networking events, what kind of demeanor and what should be your position. Because when you are a real estate wholesaler in real estate period, again, this industry is about contact. This is a contact sport. So you have to be able to pick up the phone and you have to be able to answer the phone. So let's kind of go over some of the do's and don'ts when you're at these networking events to help build that network. So in doing this, remember, I was shy, kind of standoffish. I was the guy that no one really knew. And you know what? I had the demeanor of, I don't have anything to offer. I just moved here. No one knows me. I know no one. I don't even know, what's the difference between the East and the West Valley. I don't know what Central Phoenix is. So I had limited skills and limited resources, but I knew that it was something that I wanted to do. So I had to go to these different networking events so I can get my foot in the door. So I met one of my strongest contacts that I can pick up the phone and talk to today at it actually wasn't even a networking event. It was a guru pitch, but I knew that someone brings these gurus into town. And that person that brings these gurus into town are normally someone very, very influential in the city that has done quite a few deals. So I went, not looking to really receive anything, but just kind of, again, I was closed demeanor just to check everything out. So with that being said, I learned from the mistakes that I made and how to attend these networking events. So let's go over some of the pitfalls. So real quick, your introduction is very important. I'm not saying an elevator pitch or anything like that. I'm just saying your basic introduction. You don't want to be the person, that come in and say, hi, I'm Mark. I'm a real estate wholesaler and I'm looking to, build my buyers list. Somebody's going to say, okay, hi, Mark. And that'll be the end of that introduction. But if you just reposition, you can say the same thing, reposition it, and it will flow a lot better and you'll get a lot more, it will be more receptive to the receiver. So if you come in and say, if you reposition and say, hi, I'm Mark, and you are, hypothetically, Sarah. Okay, hi, Sarah. I'm here looking to build my buyers list. That way I can do some more deals. Why exactly are you here? You know, she can say, hey, you know what, I'm here to, I want to buy my first duplex, and I'm here to learn about duplex investing. Great, Sarah, that is awesome. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. If I find anyone that's looking or have a wealth of knowledge about duplex investing, I'll make sure I send them your way. And please, if you see or hear of anyone that's actively buying, please send them my way. That way I can provide a service to them. So that's how you reposition that conversation to make sure, you know, you have 7 or 8 people there at the networking event that's trying to help you find what you're looking for, and you can be a resource for them as well. So after the introduction, another pitfall that you don't want to have is you don't want to have a closed demeanor. You know, you don't want to be this guy after the introduction. You know, you're not approachable. People will not come and talk to you. People will not try and engage with you. So you have to be reflective. You know, you want to make sure that you're engaging. Hi, I'm Mark. How are you? You know what? I'm here. I've been doing some deals here in Phoenix, or I've been doing some deals here in Albuquerque, and I'm trying to do some more deals, but I'm looking for some more active buyers. I provide, you know, some great things. But in the meantime, you know, what are you here for? Why are you here? You know, so you have to have that open demeanor. You have to be friendly. You have to be engaged. You have to put a smile on your face. I know one thing that great Steelers quarterback Terry Bradshaw said is that you have to practice being happy. Even though everything in your life may be chaotic at the moment, when you're at that event, everything else doesn't matter. You have a smile on your face and you're meeting the people that you need to meet. So make sure you don't have that closed demeanor, you know, and make sure you're open and receptive to everyone. Okay? So next, you don't want to be the convo dominator. This is the AKA jerk that knows it all. You know, this is the person that comes in bragging, hey, yeah, I just closed a $50,000 wholesale deal last weekend. We have, you know, 3 more coming up. You know, you don't want to be braggadocious. You don't want to come in with your chest all poked out. You know, if you did do a $50,000 wholesale deal or something like that, you know, you just want to come in and you want to make sure, you know, that you're not shallow. You're not that jerk. You know, if you have something to offer, there's a way in which you offer it without seeming like you're the person that's head is in the clouds. You know, if you're doing deals like that, that's fine. That's great. We applaud you. Definitely. How can we learn from you in order to do those deals? You know, but we're not going to try and learn from you if you're, you know, the jerk of the group. So make sure you, like Kendrick Lamar say, be humble, come in and share your wealth of knowledge, and at the same time, be willing to listen to others. You don't want to dominate, you know, the conversation. And then next, I find this very often. People are unprepared. You know, what I mean by unprepared is not basically having business cards. You know, that's not what I mean. What I mean unprepared is you don't know what you're looking to get from this networking event, and you don't know what you're looking to give. So you have to make sure you have a focus. Why am I here? You know, why did I attend? Because I could be doing something much more valuable. You know, my time is much more valuable than just to be somewhere and I'm not helping anyone or no one is helping me. So you have to be prepared. What can I give? Why am I here? Hey, I'm here because I have 3 deals that we're looking to move, and we're looking to move them quick, and they're at an excellent price. You know, or you know what? I am here because we have this awesome system, and it's absolutely free, and we want people to try it out and let us know how it works. You know, you have to understand why you're here. You have to be prepared to engage, be open and receptive. So networking, you don't want to brush people off, you know, because you have a closed demeanor or you're a convo dominator, or you don't know why you're there. Somebody trying to have a conversation with you. Hey, you know what made you come to this event? You know what? I'm really not sure. I was just coming to meet like-minded people. You know, that's what everybody always say. I'm coming to be in an atmosphere of like-minded people. Well, how do you know if they're like-minded if you're not engaging and conversating with them to know what they're here for? Yeah, okay, they're real estate investors. Everybody's real estate investor. But what niche are you specifically working in? So you have to know that. So that whole like-minded skit or whatever, as a newbie, yeah, everybody say it, but you have to know exactly what you're trying to get into and be prepared. Okay? Next, and I did talk about this. I did talk about the closed demeanor and everything like that. But secondly, what I want to say about that is, if you do have the open demeanor and you do meet people and you're very engaging and everything like that, the next problem is you let your contacts go stale, you know. And what I mean by this is, yeah, you meet them, you talk and everything like that, but then you don't follow up, or you guys don't have a valuable engagement afterwards. You know, for example, how many guys have done this? You know, go to an event, get a stack of cards, and then throw them on your desk. A month later, a couple of weeks later, you look at the cards, you be like, oh man, I can't even remember who this person was. Why did I meet them? What did I get their card for? You know, there's a way to reposition that whole conversation to where you don't let your contacts go stale. So after you meet them and you're talking with Sarah, you know, she's looking for duplexes. Then you say, hey, you know what, Sarah, I don't have any cards with me or anything like that, but give me your number. I'll give you a call, you know, later on tonight or first thing tomorrow, so we can sit down and have a chat and see exactly what you're looking for, what area you're looking in, what's the specs, the numbers, everything that you're looking to do. Or, you know, if it's not that you're trying to provide them anything, or, you know, let's just sit down and have a talk. Let's talk about the market. What are you seeing going on? You know, is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? You know, how's your wholesale leads coming? You know, what's your response rate? Just so you can have that conversation and to build that rapport with that person. Again, like I said earlier, you know, it's like a dating phase. You know, you do the introduction, you take them out for some coffee, you talk, you know, you give them something, offer them something, they offer you something. You come back another month, 2 months down the line, you have another conversation. That way, you really get to know this person. And when you do come across something, bam, you know, okay, wow, okay, Sarah is looking for this duplex. I have a duplex, awesome area that she's looking in. Hey, let me pick up the phone and call Sarah. You know, so that's a great way, you know, not to let your contacts go stale. Again, you have to network. You have to understand the power of networking. So in conclusion, just really wrapping up, you know, I'm working on it. I know others are working on it. Their power of networking. You know, you have to have that open demeanor and everything like that. Do not be a watcher. Be engaged. Go to these events. You know, make sure you're going to, you know, an event a month or 2 events, something like that, so you can really get to meet people. This, as a newbie, this is the best way, you know, to find that mentor, to find that coach, to find someone that can help you out. So, again, I'm Marcus Maloney, the Equity King. You can go to my blog, equityrealestateblog.com. We have books there, videos, blog content. Everything is for free. We're not trying to sell you on anything. Go there, learn, share. If you have any questions or anything like that, please respond below. And if you thought this video was valuable, please subscribe. All right, thank you.